Hi everybody, this is Pam with Jesus Junk Journals. Let's go on with this Valentine mini journal, God's Valentine. And this is the 4 flat box folds. So here are the pieces, most of them. And so we're going to start out with this piece, and we're going to fold on these fold lines and make sure it's creased really well. I already started this one so I could do it quickly. And then, oops, I didn't do that one. You can use a scoring tool if you want to. Okay, so this is the inside, so it gets the little pockets. And so this is one, and this is one, and that's one up there. And I think I got one more. Okay, I'm gonna glue these pockets in. And I'm using a brand new bottle of art glitter glue. I've been using Barely art glue because I wanted to give it a try. And, ooh, it came out heavy. I have to say, I had already bought this art glitter glue. I really like the Barely art glue better, I think, because it lets you move things. This is pretty unforgiving, and so I'm a little nervous about using it. Man, even though I'm using that little tip, it's coming out really heavy. Oh well. It does dry quick though, which is the big thing everybody loves about it, but that means you know what you're doing. Sometimes I don't. So we'll see how it works out. But this bottle of glue, and I also got a refill for it, so it's like I'm stuck with our glitter glue whether I like it or not. So I better get a little more disciplined in my gluing. If that's possible. Okay, so that has the pockets glued on. The other thing about our glitter glue is it's not supposed to pucker, and that's puckering, which makes me wonder, this has been sitting for quite a while. I don't know if it has to be, if you have to shake it. Anyway. Okay, so we're going to glue the other pockets on that show from the outside. So you want to fold your pockets in and then place these so that it's right side up. So that one goes there and this one goes over here. Glue that. And if the edges don't line up just exactly right, don't worry about it because you can always trim them later if you want to. I kind of like it when there's uneven edges. It just kind of adds another layer of, I don't know, it makes it look more dimensional to me. That's my excuse for it, I guess. Now I have a large one. This is for this mini journal, but I made a one all by itself that's full size, and it's out there in a kit by itself. And it could be used as a Valentine just on its own, but it's the size that fits in a regular journal. So it's out there too if you want to add that to a regular size journal. So you mash these down, put these on so they're readable. So this is on the top. You can see I used paper that had been printed on. I don't know if you all heard my whole saga on the printer, but I was having a meltdown because I thought my printer wasn't working right. And I had tried everything under the sun. I spent like 2 days on the phone with Epson. And the problem turned out to be error, user error, me. And I was using paper that was only one-sided, and I didn't know that. I thought you could use it both sides, and so that was a problem. And I had gotten the paper all mixed up, like a few sheets one way, a few sheets the other way. So I'd put it in the printer, and someone come out pretty and some come out horrible, and I couldn't figure it out, and finally did. So anyway, it was my problem. So that's why I have all this paper that's I need to reuse, because I printed it on the wrong side. Okay, so that. Now, if you want to, you can go over to the sewing machine. I could just put glue in here and make sure those are glued down good on the edges, but you can also sew it on the sewing machine around the edge, outside perimeter. It looks really cute. And then these little cards are made to tuck in, or you can tuck your own in. The Valentine cards. Love is patient, love is kind, love never fails. Be devoted to one another in love. And of course, that's from 1 Corinthians 13, the love chapter. And then to fold it, it's like a box fold. You just decide how you want it, because it can go two ways. And you can fold it like that, or the other way, the reverse. And then you just glue that into your journal. So I usually look through and see if there's a page that I don't like. And there usually is at least one. Probably the upside down bird would be one I would maybe want to cover. It looks like I did all of those upside down. Oh, that's right side up. And that's upside down. Okay, I can fix that though by putting some right side up. But I think maybe this one, if it was right side up, I like it because I like that bird. But since I did it upside down, I think I'll glue this here. I'm going to take it out to the edge, away from the fold of the journal, just because that way I won't bind it up, because this is kind of thick. It gives a little bit of room there at the fold. Now the edges, you can either use, I always use vintage photo, but I'm kind of, because it's a Valentine, I've kind of been using pink on this one, so I think I'll, for the most part, I did use a little bit a minute ago, but I'm gonna see how this worn lipstick looks on the edges of these. Yeah, that looks kind of cute to me, I think. Kind of different than what we're used to with the vintage photo, huh? And so here's the other way it can fold. And just depends on what you want to see. The other thing you can do is just fold those two over and do one of those closures with the circles, where you have the two cardboard circles and the string, and you can shut it that way if you want to, and let it be kind of a three-layer effect, however you like it. And I think I will start putting some pockets in. And so I've got a whole bunch of these pockets from the kit that I can put in, and I've got these, those to put in, and I had a big heart that I cut out, and I even thought that would make a cute pocket on one page. So I think I have plenty of pockets. And what I've done in these journals in the past, these pockets that I've done on the digital kit are structured. You know, they have design elements and writing and all that. That's a little different than the pages that I've done by hand. And so I kind of like to add these kind of pockets, particularly to the pages that are not printed out, that I did myself, just to add a little bit of structured design to them. But I have quite a few, so we'll see. Okay, so I used a little bit of the worn lipstick distress ink on these pockets too. Half of them are made to go one direction and half the other. And I always like to have them to where Like if you put the pocket here and you put something in that sticks out, there's room for it to stick out. But if you put the pocket on this side where it goes in, then you're limited by the binding on the inside. Not that it matters. Sometimes you want to go by what's on your page. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these in. And actually, what did I say? I said I was going to try and use them on the pages that I did myself, the kind of hand collaged page. Yeah, that I really like this little girl on this one pocket, and I'm going to put her on the front page. So on this page, put her on there. Okay, so I've got all of those little pockets glued in. So now I'm looking for a place to put this heart, which would be on one of my pages that I did. Actually, that would be kind of cute there. So I'm gonna do, let's see. It's not exactly a right angle, but close enough. I think it'll work as a pocket. And then I have these that I can use on, oh, you know what? I need a, oh, it won't work. It won't work like this because I've already got pockets in place on a lot of these. So the other plan B is to just cut it apart and glue it one pocket at a time. Kind of has the same effect. I don't know that I want 4 just alike in here. So let's see. Kind of covers up a lot, doesn't it? Well, it was a cute idea, but I think what I could do is just make it smaller. So I think I'll just fold it. See if I can get some sort of a straight line here. Cut it down and just make it a smaller pocket because I do like the lace. And it just does, it really speaks to me about Valentine's Day, because, you know, in school, didn't we always use these doilies on our little Valentine projects? And they are super cute. Okay, I'm happy with that, so. Let's see if there's any other I mean, that would not be a bad place for one, a small one. And then there's a belly band in the kit too that you can put in there somewhere too. Don't forget that. Okay, so that's probably enough with the doilies too. Let's see if there's anywhere. Well, there's a belly band if you want to use it for that. I just don't know if I want to. I mean, it kind of looks cute there. Get a pencil and mark it so I can cut it off. Because there's actually enough, I think, for two if you want it. Or you could use this at the bottom as a pocket that way. Oh, you know what though? Oh, hang on. I just remembered. We have these ribbon sliders that have to go somewhere. And actually, they probably look cute on that page, so maybe that's fine. Oh yeah, I've got this folded back. Okay, hang on. That was going to be the first page with that little girl on it. I just remembered. So, the ribbon slider actually, that would be cute, I think, right in the middle. That way there's a feature in the middle of it. So I'm gonna leave those in there so I don't forget what my plan was. So then back to the belly band. Do I want a belly band? I think it was gonna be here. I think I'll go ahead and do that. And I've also got a banner that needs to go somewhere. Ooh, just remembered that. So the banner, this banner over me is love. Let's see if there's a place for that. Oh, that's that. I was like, what is that? Might look cute on that page. I think that's probably my choice for mine. Everybody's will be different. I'm going to put a clip here and grab a ribbon real quick. So, I'm thinking this goes like this, something like that. This will glue, like you need that much. I'm just going to cut some extra and then I'll trim it the way I need it, I think, later. So let's see if I can, oh, you know, probably Fabri-Tac. Probably need to use that on this ribbon, don't I? So ignore the back of this, because again, this is one of those outtake prints that I reused, which won't show when I hang this banner in the journal. Okay, and then I'm going to find the middle of this ribbon, stick it there. Hopefully curve it around just a little bit. I think it's flexible enough. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna poke a little hole and tie a knot. I think that's, I'm gonna take my awl and poke a little hole. And what's on that side? Yeah, that's fine. And poke a hole and tie a knot. Oh, the other thing is though, I better poke the holes and put these in before I tie the knot. It's gonna have to be just a little bit away from the fold. Okay. So get it where you want it. I'm going to tack it with glue behind it at the bottom just a little bit. I want it loose so it looks like it's hanging, but I also kind of want it placed where I want it. So probably there. Maybe I'll go ahead and just glue it now while I'm thinking about it. And then tie the knot here. And you can cut it off or leave that. I might leave mine just because they're kind of cute little ribbons. Tie a knot on this side. Okay, so there's your banner. I think that I will stop on this video, and that'll be it for this one. And then we'll come back tomorrow and do some of the rest of it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Click the like button if you like it, and we'll talk to you on the next video. Bye-bye.